So here's where things get interesting. I watched my chat I watched my router like a hawk. Ironic, given the game. There has been absolutely no drop off or cut out in my wireless. Actually, not even, because I hardwire my PC. My router has not flickered at all. When we would have otherwise hit 10 minutes, about a minute and a half ago, if I'd still been streaming Tainted Grail. So I want to see how it holds up with Dragon Age 2. Where I really don't remember what I was doing, other than the fact that I was still in, like, the early stages of pre-Dwarven Expedition Kirkwall. So let's see what we've got going on. We were traveling with Meryl and my idiot brother and Best Dwarf. And we were doing something. Last time you ended up by proving your uncle was a douchebag. Well, yes. Our uncle is kind of the worst. What's my inventory looking like? Am I low enough on capacity that it's fine? I'm almost level 7, which is nice. So I've heard stuff about black powder. Carver wants to talk. And Herbalist wants me to get spider glands. And a fuck ton of premium content. Plus a couple of side quests as well. Carver, can I just talk to you about our douchebag uncle here?
By all means, lead on.
No. So I've got to go back home so we can discuss our douchebag uncle right in front of him? That seems like a choice, but okay. Carver!
Not before he gave it a shake to see if there were coins in.
Thinking of life in Hightown?
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, sister.
Can't you be happy for Mom?
You could slap on a smile for a few days. For her sake.
She's not interested in what I think. She wants to provide for us, and you're making sure it happens. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
Fine, Carver. What would you do?
Very well, Carver. What's your plan?
I'd look forward. Make something new. Stop paying debts for old men. And if I had to go backwards, I'm not looking for ancient names. I'd fix what's important. What went wrong.
We can't just go back.
We wouldn't need to if you've done it right. Lothering was our home, not this place. We could have stood our ground. You could have stopped that ogre from killing Bethany.
Welcome to the beginning of everyone blaming me for Bethany.
You own as much of that as I do.
I never claimed to be head of the family.
Neither did I, but someone had to save your ass. All right.
Sister. feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.
Yeah, no, they remove any agency Bethany had. Everything is my character's fault all the time, forever. Yes, there are still so many DLC bonus chests to sort through. I'm gonna take the ones that seem the most magey. For now. Because that's probably putting me at almost my capacity. With just that shit. Alright, Carver, what else do you have to talk about?
Here, I got you something.
Why?
Peace offering. Just read the letters.
Don't give me that look. Be grateful for 5 minutes.
These are by Father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Nope. He was a good one, though.
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say, except thank you.
Yeah, just don't be a dick about it, Carver. Don't worry. I'm gonna make the choices I need to make in Act 1, even though I hate them, to ensure you become as less of a dick as humanly possible. Wasn't that dying guy a Templar? He seemed pretty alright, aside from the dying thing. Yeah, you're talking about, Eveline's husband. Yeah. Wesley was fine. Perfect? No. Fine? Yes. Let's go do shit in the mountains. There's 2 stuffs this way. Ambushed. Rude. Here I was, just being a mage, trying to do mage things, and I get ambushed by an asshole. Oh, it's a spider. It's lots of spiders, actually.
danger is past. Are you all right?
No thanks to this lot, can't get a decent blade at a bargain anymore. You, though, you're what a man needs. A skilled enthusiast.
I was attacked. I responded.
Your mess just picked me up on the way by.
Still better than what I had. Look, the name's Travar's Tin Top. I need someone to help pacify the Kunari.
Why do I get the feeling he's not talking about singing them a lullaby?
Those hornheads in Kirkwall have a powder that explodes.
Gatlock,
It's just
yes.
No lyrium, no demons. Anyone can use it.
I often look at every second idiot and think, he needs more power.
So they offered this to you.
I doubt they were eager to sell.
That Arishok said I wasn't worthy. That only their outcast, the Talvashoth, or that mercenary. I said, great, I'll go talk to them. Didn't go over well. But, made me think. Maybe he'll bargain if I get rid of something that bothers him more than, well, me.
The Talvashoth.
The Talvashoth. Are you up for some paid hunting?
I suppose there could be a reward for these Talvashoth.
As long as you do it, I'm happy. Now, best I could figure, they're up the Wounded Coast, a whole camp. Take their heads off and meet me at the compound in Kirkwall. Get this right, and we'll be richly rewarded. Richly.
Yeah, the Arashok's not exactly one for rewarding people in beneficial manners, but I'll let you learn that, sir. And yes, the spiders in this game are particularly flashy, and yes, that's also not how spiders work. Corpse.
That's quite the view.
Okay. So there's a bunch of people hanging out over this way. Dalish assassins.
Do you even know her name, Shem? No? It's Delilah. She's dead. And you killed her.
I'm not a werewolf. How many times do I have to say it? You're crazy.
Lies!
Help! This crazy elf is going to kill me.
Well, why do you think he's a werewolf?
He doesn't look like a werewolf, Dalish. He seems harmless.
He hides in human form. Do not let him fool you.
Please. She's scaring me.
Is this what your mother would want?
But he murdered her.
This man may have a wife, children, certainly a family. What will they think of you? Kill him and you become him.
You shame me. My mother would not want this. Leave Shem. Before I change my mind.
Okay, thanks for the 50 silver. The Dalish have a complicated history with werewolves. It goes back to Origins, and I would love to be able to show you because it's one of my favorite quest lines in the game. Except the game just straight up doesn't play on PC efficiently anymore. Okay, Slaver's Cavern. Yes. I will take that spindleweed, please. And I will take whatever's in these bags. My inventory's full. No! Okay, well, I might be able to do something about that, actually. Varric. Actually, let's start with Meryl. Meryl, let's give you some stuff. Oh, perfect. Some of these are restricted to Meryl. Take it, Meryl. Use the ring. And take this necklace. And you've got a belt already. So you're now fully equipped. Can't do anything more for you. Carver! Brother of mine. Family disappointment. Let's give you some stuff. Actually, no. Unfortunately, as the game makes quite clear, I'm the family disappointment. All the time. Me. Only me. You don't really do fire damage, but it'll get an item out of my inventory. Same thing. Here, you take this belt. And I don't have any extra rings to give you. Varric, what do you need? You need a belt. I don't have any belts. You need a necklace. I can give you the Ivo family crest. Here you go. Can't do jack shit with the armors. Or the weapons, at least as far as you're concerned, Mr. Tethras. What the hell are the squirrels doing on my roof today? Okay. Fugitive crown. We'll put that on. And then the elusive gloves. What I'm wearing is actually better. That's kind of a surprise. Do. That said, we're absolutely putting on the robes of the Pretender. And then we're checking rings to see if I have anything better. Nope. Well, I'm gonna go poke at whoever's up here. Oh, slavers. $5 to say they're Venatori. because slaver is venatori is about as basic a sentence as you can make. Okay, well, obviously that was just a secret door. No. Unfortunately, this game has a tendency of, like, reusing interiors. It's one of the many things about this game I actively dislike. So, it's not a secret door. It's just a dead end that because they dead-ended a map they were using elsewhere where you have to be able to get through there, they just put a solid wall to keep you from going any further. This game does that a lot. Varric, help me out here.
If I were you, I wouldn't be threatening the Viscount's son. What? Oh, I suppose you just got a tip from a slaver that he was selling mage flesh cheap. You never thought to ask where he got it? You never wondered if you were buying the Viscount's well-known love child from his elven mistress? The boy he swore to protect, even if it meant raising the entire free marches?
I seek no war with the free marches. Take the lad to his father.
Thanks for what, if I'm not mistaken, was a lot of bullshit there, Varric. You're too kind.
Oh, that's quite a generous offer.
This was the price set on the boy. Please accept it as an offer of peace.
Who are you? Are you working for the Templars?
Your mother sent me.
Huh. Hardly a difference. I can't believe her. My whole life it was all, I'll love you and protect you. Then I have some bad dreams and it's off to the Templars.
I'm here to help you, Fainrail.
Why? You don't even know me.
But I am a mage.
I am you.
You know, you're the first mage I've met. Most are locked up like lepers. Is there any chance you'd help me reach the Dalish? That's where I was trying to go. See if they'd take me in. I'm as much Dalish as human.
It'd be a very hard life.
You'd be alone among the Dalish. Even more than a Dalish would be here.
Compared to being held prisoner or made tranquil, I'll risk being lonely. Look, I know it's different in other kingdoms, but here, no one helps circle mages. Anything the Templars don't like, you get the brand. The Dalish, they've had magic forever. They could teach me. I won't be a danger, I swear.
It would be your humanity that marks you among the people, not your magic. But I think they will take you.
His own mother says he's plagued by demons. Do you really want him loose?
Was your mother right? Are you plagued by demons already?
I can't say for sure. I have dreams. There are voices in the dreams. They ask me to come, to give shape to the void around them. But the Dalish keeper is wise. If anyone can help, she can.
I have friends in the Dalish.
I know the keeper. I'll make sure she takes you in.
Then she does not hate humans. Oh, you don't know what a relief that is. I knew she could help me. Thank the creators, you were the one my mother hired to find me. I will forever be in your debt, friend.
So what now? We go tell his mother, your boy's alive, but he hates you.
I mean, not necessarily in those exact words. Right, Carver hates everything that I do. Never gonna befriend Carver, 'cause he's gonna hate everything I do. Carver has really unique priorities in that he will blame me for everything. So, yeah, he does kind of serve that sort of vibe and that sort of role, actually. But Carver's thing is that, and what he will spend the entirety of the game desperately trying to convince my character is that if our father hadn't fled the circle, that he'd still be alive, Bethany would still be alive, and the family would be in a better space. It would be in a better place. He will actively demonize me for practicing magic. He will weirdly venerate Bethany, who was also a mage. Like, what's funny is Bethany is nothing but supportive if you go warrior. Like, she won't take it well if you're, like, demonizing mages, but Bethany also will be like, yeah, she's not trying to condemn every decision you make. Like, the general consensus among the fan base is that Bethany is the much better sibling. And that it's really a shame Carver's the one that gets to live if you go mage. They do it to make sure that the game's parties are more balanced. Because you don't need more mages if you is mage, in theory. But as far as I'm concerned, more mages the better in this game, because, like, I actually like the rogue and non-Carver fighter options. I don't love Meryl's specialization being blood magic, and the other mage I don't like, have never liked. But you'll meet him later. Barrick, open the box. What don't I need that cracked rose diamond might be more valuable than? I don't need a basic ass short bow. Give. Yeah, I know he can't be mean to Bethany, because if he was mean to Bethany, then that means he can't be mean to you for having quote-unquote killed her. Yeah, the amount of bullshit that Hawk gets blamed for that is in no way, shape, or form actually her fault is unreal. Okay. Right. I'm basically just checking for money. I think I need that item though. So let's get rid of this. And let's get rid of stuff I know I'm not going to use. Eric, open the box. Let's see. Our mom, by the way, in this game, same way. Every choice we make, and I'm pretty sure the game actually kind of writes her this way too. It does not matter what choice you make. In Leandra's mind, you chose wrong. Every time. And Gamlen's just a douche. Basically, the Hawk family is super messed up. And the game devs make absolutely no effort to hide that.
I don't even wake Bianca for every threat anymore.
All right.
No further, human. Tal Vashov control these passages.
I am more than capable of meeting any threat.
So I see. I expected to warn a caravan, not a well-equipped tracker. The path ahead is littered with my kind. If you are as skilled as you look, it would please me if you killed them.
You're a traitor. Oh, that's just the general aesthetic of the Kunari. This guy's got nothing on the Arishok, who you'll meet in a bit.
You have turned your back on your kin.
Yes, for a second time. I did not like my role, so I left the cube. I do not wish to be a murdering thief, so I left these Tal Vashov to warn their victims. You are no victim, so now I will leave.
If they have offended you so much, help me go after them.
But I am worse. They don't want to raise their swords for coin, so they murder and steal. They cling to the honor they held under the cube. My sword means nothing. I will sell it and myself as mercenary. Kunare would say I am worse.
Do I really have to convince you to do the right thing?
I have already done more than was demanded by my own choice. You have my word.
Fair enough.
Human. Heed it or do not.
The more they talk, the less I understand.
Don't worry, Varric. I can translate Kunari for you. Something, something, valor, something, something... Kune, something, something... Everything's awful, something, something. Mages are the worst, so let's sew their mouths shut.
Nicely done.
Actually, I think the first time you get to experience a Canary Sarabass is in this game. Oh, Meryl, you're getting yourself into trouble again. Eric, open this box, please. And into the Talvashop. Oh, there's some more Talvashop still. Never mind, not into the Talvashop caverns we go. Now into the Talvashop caverns. Thank you, Meryl, for slowing them down so that I could do this. Bonk. Meryl, I really like as a character. Like I said, I just don't love blood magic as a specialization. Doesn't sit well with me. But Meryl's a sweetheart. But no, the first game did a wonderful job at ensuring I wanted nothing to do with even the vague concept of blood magic. Which is funny, because it did the exact opposite for a lot of people. Where the reason they love blood magic is because of the first game. Nah, I want nothing to do with it because of the first game. Okay. So we go up here. Get some silverite. And nothing else. Other than getting stuck behind these three. Can't count. Whoops. I wasn't paying attention to my HP again. Ow. I wasn't paying attention to Varric's HP. I hate the Kunari. However, why are you frozen in place? Ow. Yes, it's over. But see, that's what happens when there's a freaking Kunari mage around that you don't spot until it's too late, is they wreck you. It could have gone better, but it also could have gone worse. Okay, I need that formula, though. Oh, what don't I need? Like, a lot of this is shit I'm holding on to for, like, particular characters. Okay, I think I'm gonna get rid of the longbow to take the crafting recipe. Now we can leave. And objectively, we should go do Sundermount and the herbalist's task. But, no, instead we're going back to Gamlen's house to get rid of those injuries. Okay. The Bone Pit. Hawk, got a lead for you. A merchant I acquire goods, Four told me that workers have gone missing from his Bone Pit mining operation. Mentioned that the miners were Ferelden, which made me think of you. If you're interested, go hit up Hubert in the Hightown Market. And, oh, I forgot to hit accept. And loose ends. Hawk, I know we didn't part on the best of terms. You were right. I was trying to squeeze more work out of you than was justified. You've more than paid your way into the city. It's been tight since you left, though. If you're looking for more work for real coin in your pocket, come see me in Hightown anytime before sunset. Okay, we gotta go find... I mean, objectively, what we've got to go find are the other companions, so I can start equipping them. And then my inventory is manageable, but... Okay, I do think we need to go to the Hanged Man, because as I recall, that's where we meet one of the other rogues that we can recruit in this game. And one of my favorite Dragon Age characters. Even though, again, I don't love this game, I do love Dragon Age. Okay. Armor. Why do I not remember where the Hanged Man is?
Your people came a long way, Meryl. But I'd like to think we have Ferelden in common.
I never saw Lothering. Did you walk as much as we did? Probably more. You didn't start with Hala. Our ship stunk.
Your ship?
There was something foul in the hold. Oh, I can still smell it.
Oh, well, that must have been unpleasant.
It was. Did I miss another dirty thing?
No.
Your son has taken refuge with the Dalish.
What? But he is human. They did not even wish me to raise him among them. But they do value magic more than the men of Kirkwall. Perhaps he can have both safety and freedom. As I said, I have little money. But this is a Dalish ring that has been in my family for generations. Please accept it with my thanks.
Listen, I get sidetracked in Dragon Age games. Something very, very fierce. Oh, that's Meryl's house. Okay. So I've got to remember how to get to the Hanged Man. Oh, that's probably it. Nope, not. That's just Kirkwall being Kirkwall.
Quality armor. The best outside of Orzammar. Quality armor. The best outside of Orzammar.
Fine, don't talk to me because I accused you of being a dick for letting your son rot.
Just standing here.
There it is. Okay. All right.
It took decades for the other blights to run their courses. This one, less than 2 years, don't you see? It never happened. It was all
Oh, fuck you, asshole.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartram can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
Okay, do we have a bad one?
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it? Well, unless a dragon's sitting in it, I suppose.
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Oh, yeah. How can you be so sure?
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Okay. And if he knows nothing?
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Next thing you know, he's talking about how birds aren't real and are all just aerial recon drones that belong to the government. I mean...
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Miss Eyre, is why I'm here. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldans. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
Which is great, in theory.
Like everything from eating to fighting is a lot less complex than it used to be.
Varric, you really do have a lovely suite here. Fine. Alright, what else is around here? Oh, you know what? I think that's the other person I'm here looking for is a room. I did absolutely come here looking for someone.
You remind me of Harry and Pyvel, Varric. Only younger and shorter, and not as serious.
So, it's a close resemblance then.
Well, he tells stories, and you tell stories. Although none of his begin, no shit, there I was.
I'll have to give him some better stories then.
I'll do what I please.
Alright. Damn. The person I thought was there was not. Okay. Could go into Hightown. We've got a bunch of quests in Hightown. But also, I kinda want to go do dinner and take a nap before tuning in for hopefully Baldur's Gate 3 question mark. But this was mainly done, well, I suppose I should give it another, what, 15-20 minutes just to make sure that it goes over what the starting recording before Wi-Fi breakage was for the thingamadoohickey, but well, you haven't seen the Amel Estate yet. I mean, you've seen the like wine cellars of the Amel Estate that we broke into briefly, but the Amel Estate itself is.
Looking at me.
What's your issue now, little hawk?
Don't come. Just don't, all right? You're looking for fodder for your stories.
Do you think you're that interesting?
I have enough trouble being overshadowed as it is. I don't need to get caught under an imaginary me, too.
Don't you worry. I'm not in the business of lullabies or children's stories.
Although I do think you'd write one hell of a lullaby, Varric. That's not legally our house again yet. Well, technically it is, because Gamlin wasn't legally able to sell it, but I see your point.
Finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
He is very orange, yes.
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldans. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
You know I'm one of them, right?
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
And nobody will go.
The burn pit must be dangerous if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The bone pit is mostly harmless.
Keyword, mostly.
You said some of your workers are Ferelden.
Of course. Who else would be pathetic enough?
Yes, all of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The bone pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
Not here to sell today, guardsman. My shipment's late.
Alright, that's a good start. Ironically, I think at this point, if I really wanted to, I'm very close to just being able to say screw it to part 1 and go straight into later parts of the game, but ooh, that is worth 21 gold if I can find enough gold to spare and still be able to pay for the expedition. Those tomes of technique are really spectacular to get your hands on when and where you can.
Quality armor. The best outside of Orzammar.
I think I found something of yours.
I had never thought to see this again. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bounty, rescue the Viscount's son. Like, actually the Viscount's son, not Varric bullshitting about the Viscount's son. Pretty much any time you pick a Varric option and you're not talking to his brother, Varric bullshits a story. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Because if I am not mistaken, that is the Hawk Estate.
trip to the country.
Do, 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 do. They don't always involve a Viscount's son, but anytime he thinks it's advantageous, they do.
Who are you to talk to me like that, you bloody peasant?
Oh, there's a codex entry over here. This is why the tab button's important.
Fine day, Sarah.
Yeah, we'll talk to you in a minute, Eveline. You are here.
Let's just go.
You are who we are here for, technically, but... Hey, Varric. I know the guards are right there. But open this, please. Thanks.
Aveline.
Hello, Hawk.
Been a while, hasn't it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
Eavesdrop anything useful?
A person in your position. Seems like they might learn some profitable things.
You know better than to ask that.
One day you'll be frustrated enough to go for it.
It's like I'm sitting on my hands. There are dangerous people in this city. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
What's the job? Actually.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Well, let's do it.
Aveline, you've got yourself a partner.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
Aveline's fun.
That's not really my thing.
Fine. I know why you don't want to open it, but I'm gonna be mad about it anyway.
The Viscount must be terribly busy.
Insist if you must, but Viscount Dumas will see no one. If you've news of Seamus, I will relay it to him.
Fine. Tell Dumas my scouts have tracked the boy and his Canary captor to the Wounded Coast. I'm taking a full company after them, and when I return, I expect him to make a show of the reward.
So many to deal with one Kunari seems excessive.
He may be Tal Bashar. The Winters leave nothing to chance. Get out of my bloody way!
Yes, what is it?
the Viscount's son was taken?
Looks like I'm not the only one who saw the bounty posted.
Apparently so. And I am regretting it. As I told the others, Viscount Dumas' son, Seamus, is missing. We suspect he was taken by a Kunari. If you would like to try your hand at securing his safe return, feel free. I have certainly granted no exclusivity to the Winters and their violent approach.
Why was Seamus
There
taken?
must be suspicions about why the boy went missing.
Why? What have you heard?
Nothing. Until now.
There is truly nothing known. He is gone, and there have been sightings of a Kunari. The only complication is that Seamus is known to be of a sympathetic mind. He may have placed himself in danger, but it is danger nonetheless.
When you say he's sympathetic, I know what you mean, but Bio doesn't.
The Kunari are not wild in the city. Petition their leader for the boy's return.
The Arishok has declared that it is not his role to do so. Apparently their rebels, the Talvashoth, are hunted anyway, killed for what they are, not for what they may have done. That does not bode well for Seamus.
This isn't a task for a guardsman?
Who cares? We need this. There is a concern of appearance. If we used guards, it would allow Viscount Dumas' opponents to say this admits the Kunari threat because the city responded. In these times, public embarrassment is preferable to official embarrassment.
Now tell me about these
I
Winters.
should know about the competition.
The Winters out of Navarra. They don't care one whit if Seamus is returned unharmed. Their lead, Sirrah Guinness, is hungry for a foothold in fair Kirkwall. And frankly, we have enough of their kind.
Well, I will bring
The boy will
Seamus
be
back.
home soon enough.
Declare it if you like, but the reward goes to whomever brings him back safe. A discussion you are welcome to have with the Winters, should you encounter them on the Wounded Coast.
Oh, don't you worry. I will absolutely talk to them about it. I have protagonist powers, so they cannot possibly beat me there by much. Whee! Right down the stairs. And out the door.
What a terrible place to get lost. Not that there are many good places for that, I guess.
Aw, Meryl, you're endearing. Yep, fireballs tend to do that, Varric. Eee, what's up here? Nope, we're not going to the mines just yet. Running, running, running. Nope. Alright. Is there anything up here worth grabbing? 3 silver. Totally worth it. And I genuinely don't even mean that facetiously. In Act 1 of this game, every single copper piece counts.
An entrance to the mines.
Thank you, Carver. I never would have known that's what that was without your invaluable insight, friend. Yep. The totally safe, everyday occurrence of dragons in a mine. But those are just little dragons. Tiny whittle Dargos. It's the big fuck off Dargos you need to be really worried about. You know, it didn't occur to me the first time I collected that in my original playthrough of Dragon Age 2. That was red lyrium. Super, super early in game. For context, delirium's normally blue. Yeah, that's fair. It's not exactly like Carver pays attention when I speak. Great. So like Nernroot then. Yeah, kinda. Except Nernroot's a poison. Well, I guess technically lyrium is too. But lyrium's a church-approved poison. Sort of. Then again, you know, take everything the Chantry and Dragon Age does with a grain of salt. Or a whole ocean of it, honestly, at this point. Nothing in here. Ugh. Meryl, you're in my way. There's dragons over here by Varric. Yes, this is the sort of problem that should have been so obvious the guy running the mine would know why the workers didn't want to be here. In fact, he absolutely 100% did know why the workers didn't want to be here. But telling people, oopsie dragons, is a great way to have people not want to do your job. Also, in case you've somehow missed it, mine owner guy isn't exactly what one would call a great dude. Was this the way we came? No, I don't think it is. I'm being chased by a dragon.
Nice and trusty you came along. Them dragons would have sniffed me out for certain.
Slow down. Tell me what happened here.
Dragons.
I'll tell you what I can. But be a friend and keep your voice down. There's another dragon close by.
Okay. How'd this happen?
Where did the dragons come from?
We was mining a new tunnel when the wall collapsed and dragons came through. It was a bloody slaughter. Scared out of my wits. I ran like my arse was on fire. It probably was. Only I went the wrong way. Ended up trapped here.
Uh-huh. And, are there any other survivors?
Some of my fellows ran for the surface. I hope they made it.
You can go now.
You should get out of here.
Don't have to tell me twice. You should leave too. But don't go that way. There's this huge dragon.
Oh, are we gonna go that way? I've never seen a huge dragon before.
I love you, Meryl. Of course we're gonna go the direction of the huge dragon. There's just a couple things we gotta do first. Like, loot these bodies. And try and loot this box. And not be able to do it. And not be able to loot anything over here. Okay. Now, before we go do the obvious thing, you know what's also not a good way to get people to do a job? Sending them in ill-equipped, them dying because of it, and then having to convince people to try again despite the disappearances. Yeah, again, no one ever said he was a good businessman. Just that he was a businessman. Okay. Points remaining. 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 1. Oh gosh. For you. Varric, you need all your points in cunning until you can open all the chests. And again, you're just going to keep working on maxing out Bianca. Carver. And you can take Whirlwind next. Meryl. Such a sweet little Dalish person. Let's do that for you. And obviously we're going to keep moving you down entropy. And then we're going to save, not because I'm done, although I could be at this point. I do want to take a stab at the dragon. I just haven't fought a dragon in this game in a while. Let me move to behind the dragon. Ow. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Potions, potions, potions. Drink one, please. Fine, I'll put it on the stupid hit bar. Nope. Go bother Carver. Hey, dragon's dead. Thanks, Dargo. Not every dragon fight will be that easy. In fact, dragons will never be that easy again. I'm slightly over-leveled for a lot of the tutorial stuff. Alright, that, I think, is where we do a, like, proper save. With dead Dargo. And I'd point out, that stream lasted longer by a significant margin with no stuttering, which is consistent with what I've been seeing with, like, other non-streamed stuff with my friends where I'm not getting interruptions. So I might do a scan on the files and re-verification of the files for Tainted Grail and see if anything's off there. But until like another hour from now, where even if they're not playing BG3, you'll at least see me hop in long enough to say hello. I will catch you later. See ya!